What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast. So today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Against the Storm. This is a city-building title that takes place in kind of a fantasy world with anthropomorphic beavers and also anthropomorphic lizard men and also human beings. But we're all friends. We're not trying to kill each other. Like, normally with a game like this, we would be trying to kill each other. But actually, we all kind of live, like, in the same society, and we all just kind of get along. And so anyways, it's the end of the world as we know it. We don't feel fine. In fact, we feel like we should probably get some farms up and running. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to build a city. This is the demo for the game right now that's available on the PAX promotion on Steam right now. Just in case you've been following all the cool titles coming out. We're going to dive in, check it on out, see if something you wanted to add to your wish list. And if after 30 minutes you haven't made a call, well, maybe it's a pass. Well, let's go ahead and start a new game. Yes, I would love to start a new game. So, we have buildings that we can pick from. We get, like, all of these ones over here by default, as far as I know. But these ones right here we have to pick from. And so anyways, we can get a trapper's camp. I haven't got a chance to use the trapper's camp yet. I did get a chance to use the forager's camp, so I'll take that. We got 4 more points we can spend, so I'll just kind of, like, spend those right there. And I guess that gives us everything. Yeah, there's still... It's weird. Last time I played this, I didn't have enough points to buy all the buildings, but this time I have enough points to buy all the buildings. That makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder, ooh, I wonder, ooh. Alright, so let's play the game here for a little bit. So the general idea is you have this little village over here, and we have a bunch of different villagers. We've got 3 human beings right now. Apparently they are resilient and adaptable. They are adept at farming, but also very religious. We have beavers over here who have magnificent mustaches and also kind of look like dwarves. You'll see once they turn around, they kind of look like dwarves. Anyways, we've got 3 of them. Apparently, they are gifted woodworkers and fantastic engineers. We also have lizards. Lizards? I think we just have builders for right now. Anyways, our lizards. They are born hunters and warriors. They are aggressive and prefer to never leave the warmth of the hearth. The hearth is this big thing in the middle. If the fire goes out, something bad happens, but I haven't quite tested it yet. So I want to assign somebody to work at the hearth. I'll put him over there since they don't like to leave the hearth anyways. It seems like a good lineup. Resources that we have available, we got some mushroom patches over here. And we also have what look like some reeds on that side, so we should be able to do something with all of those. We'll close this off. Every single one of the races that lives inside of our city, they have a little meter down here that determines what their resolve is and like how resilient they are to what's going on with the end of the world. As soon as I unpause, it's going to start to rain, and so we can plant seeds in fields, we can do what we're going to do, but really the first thing we should probably do is we should probably make a forager's camp to just kind of go get us like some mushrooms or something. So we'll put that right there, and you will see these guys kind of go off and take care of business. The other thing that I would like to do is I would like to get some resource gathering going. I'm going to put in a woodcutter, and we're just going to drop them in right there because they need to clear this forest out so that we can get to these new glens. When we get to these new areas, they'll have extra resources and stuff inside of them. Just be warned that it does take a while to get like all these trees cleared out. Like, it's going to take a minute. It's not something that's going to fire off and happen like right this second. I can virtually promise you of that. So as you can see, our buildings are now built arenas. They're all ready to rock. Now what that's going to do is we need to take somebody over here, and I'm going to assign some humans to go ahead and forage for me. It looks like we can only have, oh really, we can only have beavers on this. So we can have anybody, and then we can have 2 beavers. I'm going to let them relax for a second. I'm just going to get this one guy down here because I don't know how much food we're going to need. I assume we're not going to need like an insane amount of food. With the wood chopping hut, we can have anybody come down here, and honestly, they're beavers. So I feel like, you know, I'm not trying to be speciesist right now, but it's just like if I had to wager a guess, you got a beaver, you got a bear, and you got a human being in front of you, and like they all have thumbs for whatever reason. Like, you've got to make a call about who's going to be the best at chopping down trees. I'm going with the beaver. Like, I'm sorry if that gets me in trouble. I'm sorry if that makes me trend on Twitter and gets a hashtag flowing that makes people upset with me. But you know what? Just eyeballing the situation, I'm going with beaver. Let's see here. No one can weather the storm alone. The queen offers a cornerstone to pick that will lay the foundation for your town's prosperity. Choose wisely. You will not be able to change it. Okay, so we can get some tools. We can get some beavars. We can get some leather gloves, which will make us better at producing reeds, I guess. Or we can get some more humans. Yo, I think I'll probably go with some more human arenos, some more humans. So this guy is working over here on the bonfire, as you can tell. I don't know what the humans are wearing on their heads. I still haven't quite figured that out yet. They're wearing rain suits, but they also have, like, a thing on their head that's made out of, like, I don't know, dude. It looks like it's made out of one of those things from, like, Mega Man X that you get, like, powers from. I don't know the name of it, but it looks kind of like... I don't know, dude. It looks like some kind of weird little, like, weasel thing that lives in the ground, but also mixed with an armadillo. I don't know what that thing's called. We also have the orders from the queen. We have to fulfill these. So as we fulfill these, the queen will give us rewards. If we don't do them, she gets grumpy and salty with us, and she will send very, very rude, angry letters to our mothers. So we need to kind of go through and get these done. Another lumber camp, I do think would actually be beneficial. We want to get some lumber up and running about as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and we will check out another lumber camp and just kind of drop it right there. Back to back, they faced each other. And as you can see, they're chopping down trees and stuff. I do very much like the graphical styling of the game. It's got kind of like an old Warcraft 3 vibe to it that I think really, really works. And they've really nailed down the shaders and things that Blizzard used to use back in those days when they were capable of making good games. And so anyways, I'm pretty happy with the way the whole thing looks. It actually looks like they're kind of working in this direction. I would like the ability to, like, oh, I can mark trees for felling. Yeah. Yeah. Like, fell these dudes right here first. I want to see what's inside that little glen over there. And then from there, we'll knock out that little one right there, too. That's what I was hoping, is that I would have, like, control over who could chop down trees. And we could get it done in a much more focused, kind of effective way. These guys don't have homes. We should probably get on that. How many people do we have right now? We've got 12. So we've got a basic shelter right here with room for 4 people. I'm going to say just put in a couple of those. We're going to have to chop down a lot of trees in order to get these all finished off. But the bonfire is looking good. I think we have enough food for right now. I can probably reassign one of these beavers over here now that we have more people to gather some mushrooms, maybe, just to make sure that, like, we end up with enough food. I do sort of wish that I had a way to see, like, what our food consumption was versus what consumption we have. Or what we're gaining versus what we're losing, like maybe some kind of like regression or statistical meter or something like that, or some kind of like a line graph or something. Hey, so if we got 2 of those and 10 wood, we can turn that in. Let's do it. It looks like we've gotten a little bit of favor with the queen. That's given us 2 more beavers as well. So we'll build these houses down on in here so these guys will get happier a little bit faster. You know what would be really cool is if you built some of these buildings side by side, if they combined into like a mega version of that building. I forget what game did that. There was a game that I played a while back where, like, if you built houses next to each other, or you built like wood chopping places next to each other, or you built like mining camps next to each other, they combined and they became like a cooler version of the previous part. They didn't do anything extra or whatever. They just kind of like, what are these right here? Root deposits? That's actually pretty good because that gives us a supply of food for the future. The other thing that I would recommend is maybe fell some trees over here next. Just knock those out and we'll see what's in the next glen over there. Did that help us out with any of our tasks here? Oh, it did. Nice. So if we uncover one more glade, we can get 3 toolboxes. So that'll be pretty cool. They're down here building some houses, making things happen. Choppity chop chop. I actually kind of like the way that the game is not turn-based. I'm actually really, really liking that. I'm enjoying the fact that it's almost like a real-time strategy city builder, almost. Like, obviously, we're not doing the normal real-time strategy stuff that we would often do in other games. But in the case of this game, I do like sort of the presentation and the way the game plays out. I wouldn't doubt that at some point soon we're going to need like some other sundries, but we're not even out of these mushrooms down here. So I'm not really that upset about them. The game does a pretty good job with the tutorial letting you know what it is you're supposed to be working on, which I am appreciative for. Sometimes with games like this, there's like an aspect of trial and error that you got to start out with, and you kind of got to crash and burn a couple of colonies before you understand what's going on. I do think, oh cool, we got a clearance. Nice. There's not going to be another storm for pi minutes. Okay, let's see here. We've got people living inside of there. We should see them get a little bit happier. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Like, what are they upset about, out of curiosity? Oh, really? So we can, like, boost them up and give them favorable treatment if we wanted to. It's the homelessness that's making them upset, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and we'll go back to houses then, and we'll see if we can do, like, a... Oh, I can't do a lizard house. Okay, well, we'll just do like a general purpose shelter right there. I really wish that I hadn't built those side by side. I don't like the way they look when they're side by side with each other. I should have spread them out a little bit more. Would have made them a lot more tolerable. Other things that we can do, we can get a... Well, what do we have going on here? So we've got access to houses. We've got a trading post right there. We've also got industry where we can make pottery, but I assume on some level... We're probably, in order to do pottery, gonna need clay. And I don't think that we've uncovered clay just yet. Let's give them a little bit more speed to get stuff done. Apparently, some of those guys are going over there to gather, like, really, really far away. So, obviously, the AI's got little things right there that need to be adjusted. They should, by where they're going, they should be going to these little mushrooms right here. And instead, they're going all the way out to those roots over there. I was planning... Oh, cool, we got a new area, too. Oh, it's got clay in it. Very nice. It's got clay, and I think that's fertile soil right there. I don't remember, but I think that's fertile soil. I think that's what it looks like. I'll probably... I think we're going to need some more room in order to build pretty soon, too. We'll probably set up some chopping over there. Does this thing gather clay? It does. Okay. Let's put you guys on it. Yeah, let's put the lizard men on it. The lizards don't mind scavenging, and it looks like getting employed... Who would have known, but being employed makes people's mood higher. You would think it would be the opposite, because most people I know hate their jobs. But actually, being unemployed is worse than being employed. I know. Crazy world we live in. The ability to pay bills and buy ramen and go to Payless Shoe Source. Apparently, intrinsically tied to all of our collective happiness. Alright. So, in order to chop the next area... I'm just going to have them go straight through there and just get all those trees to uncover that quickly. Before I start uncovering, you know, anything too aggressively, we'll kind of get those ready right there. They should be able to finish that off pretty fast. It looks like some of these guys are going to be going after these reeds, which is great. Once we run out of the reeds or whatever, we can actually start bulldozing these homes, and we can do specialized homes for each of the races. So we're going to need 2 human houses, we're going to need 3 beaver houses, and we're going to need 1 lizard house in order to make this all work. However, our scouting expedition is done, so that's really, really good. We'll go ahead and get a little bit more favor with the queen. They want a wagon of clay for right now, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that together. They do want some more mushrooms, but, like, unless I can disable the mushrooms that they eat, which I think would probably be a really bad idea, I don't know how I'm going to stock up that many mushrooms. Oh, apparently we're in a storm right now, so everybody's resolve is diving pretty hard right now, actually. So what are people upset about at the moment? They're negative total, so apparently we've got some amount of stagnation going on. Okay. I don't know what stagnation means. I don't know if that means I gotta, like, rotate the jobs a little bit, possibly. Or what stagnation might imply. But they look pretty upset to me. So they want larva meat. They want... I mean, I think a big chunk of it right now is probably looming darkness. Yeah, and that'll end in just a minute, so hopefully it'll bounce back quickly. I don't know for certain if it's going to bounce back quickly, but it might. It's an honest choice that we may have to start looking into specialized housing for these little dudes. So if we do like a beaver house over here, for example, I assume that they will enjoy living in the beaver town. We've got a whetstone deposit over there. We've got newcomers to the village. Which ones should we take? Lizard men seem a little volatile to me, so I'm going to take some more humans. Like, obviously, adding more humans to a situation has never solved anything. But, let's see here. Trading route. We can get 5 milk cap mushrooms per minute. Give me the moth larva, actually. Because these guys have the worst mood right here. And so I think having access to the moth larva meat might help out a little bit. They like to eat bread, but we have roots available, so they're happy. These guys like mushrooms, so they're happy. Yeah, it's really just meat that we're missing right now. So we got to get some meat lined up, I guess. What I'll do next is I'll try to chop out this section of forest right here to give us some extra breathing room when it comes to building and, like, taking care of business. Alright, so a bunch of the humans are upset about not having a house. That's okay. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Just give me a second. Just gotta give me a minute to make this work. But I promise we'll make it work. Need that house to get built, too. How are we looking on clay? We got 6 clay right here? Alright, good. Because that means, I think, we can make a lizard house. And I think a lizard house would be a really good idea. So we'll put a lizard house right over there by the reeds. So the beaver house is almost done. That should give a bonus to the beavers. These guys right here. What are they upset about? Hostility of the forest. The people are scared. Okay. Oh, nice. So we found our way into that area, too. So we've got fertile dirt over there. Nice. So we've got things available. We can exploit the hinterlands, and we've got the aid for the beaver faction down there. And then we got a few more that are going to light up in just a minute. So now that that's done, the beavers should live inside of there. And then over here, the lizards should live inside of that. And that should clear out some of the areas on this side for other people. My guess is that they very much want to have specialized houses that are just for them. There we go. They're recovering now. Very nice. Oh, only 2 people can live in a lizard house. Interesting. Okay. So the lizard houses are, like, pricey, and they don't really store that many people. Gotcha. All right, so let's clear out this forest right here next just to give us some more, like, room to build. Because right now I am feeling really, really squeezed. Like, I don't feel like I've got a lot of room to play around with at the moment. Humans are upset. Humans appear to be mostly upset just due to environmental factors. So I think we're okay. We've only got a little bit of mushrooms left. We've only got a little bit of food left over there. Hopefully we uncover something good underneath there. We've got fertile dirt over here, which means that, like, maybe, actually... Let's chop that out first instead, and then I'll unmark these guys for now. You guys come back over here, clear this out, because there's going to be fields underneath there, and I think we're going to need to build farms or something if we want to keep on surviving. A little bit more over here, and we'll get 20 of what we need. They've got their meat, so they appear to be happy. Humans are bummed out, though. Humans are real bummed out. Humans need stone, though, in order to, like, get their job done. And so let's go to productive buildings real fast. Does the scavenger camp gather? So that gathers clay, a stonemason's camp. There we go. Okay, put in a stonemason's camp. We'll get the stonemason's camp built. So these guys are +5 positive. They are Hey, they're only -0 now. Nice. Okay, so we got to get some stone. If we can get some stone, we can give them specialized houses, and we're going to need about... How many of those are going to cost? It's going to take 2 places, so we need 5 human houses in order to get it done. The beaver house is not quite finished yet as well, so I would suggest maybe we'll have, like, the beaver quadrant over here. That'll give us room for another couple beavers, too. It should help out with their mood. These guys right here, I'm going to say humans, and I'm going to say humans, so you guys go farm out some stone right there, and then as soon as this forest is down, I think we'll be in better shape. Looks like we got a decent amount of clay just kind of rattling around on that side, so we'll keep an eye on that. We've also got fertile dirt right there, so we still have options. We're not, like, in an amazing place right now, but we're not, like, in an awful place either. Like, I do think humans are going to be kind of upset with us as time goes along. There's not going to be a ton of ways around that. So it's mostly humans that are living inside these warrens over here. We'll leave one multi-purpose house up, and then we'll build, like, a bunch of human houses. We got to get those matched out, like, right this second, just to kind of offset their resolve, especially since they're going to run out of mushrooms, like, really soon. And when they run out of mushrooms, you know the stereotype about humans. We all love mushrooms. When we all just, you know, doing human stuff. Just can't help myself. I see a mushroom, and I just get excited. What do the roads do? The roads do anything decent? Oh, really? They increase your speed. Okay, so we probably want to, like, match those around, too, to all of our major work areas. All right. We haven't uncovered any new glades in a little while, but then again, a lot of the glades that we would be uncovering are kind of far out. They really sincerely are. It looks like there's a ton of fertile dirt all underneath this right here. And so I'm beginning to think that, like, we've got options over there. Let's go ahead and we'll get our human houses. Oh, wow, the human houses are big. Okay. Yeah, the human houses are kind of no joke. All right, well, we'll kind of spread them out a little bit just to make room. Like, I don't really know where else to put this stuff. Like, we're really, really limited on building areas. Like, I suppose it's let's go with a trading post, actually, because we've got this trading post right here. Oh, it's huge. Good lord. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait till all this chopping's done, I think. I don't think we're gonna have much of a way around it. Both of the human houses are up and running. Didn't really seem to help their mood out altogether that much, but, you know, what are you gonna do? There's so much space being eaten up by random things around here. It's kind of tough. Oh, we got an extra shelter up there, too. Okay, well, we can bulldoze this guy. Yeah, we can just get rid of that. And in getting rid of that, it'll probably make room for another human house, like right there, kind of on the edge of the beaver warren, I guess. We got anything else going on in here? We've got stew. We've got milk cap mushrooms. Dude, I haven't seen anything of the kind, unfortunately, so Queen needs us to prove our worth. Apparently, that will give her some grace, and it'll make our city bask in glory. But they want 1,200 wood shipped from where I live. Good lord, that's a lot of wood. It's a sizable quantity. How much stone do we have right here? 50? Okay. We'll take it easy on the stone for a little bit just to kind of... Do I have room for my trading post now? I do? Yay. Let's go ahead and have a trading post. I'm also going to mark the rest of this up for chopping. And one thing that I would kind of suggest is that we bulldoze one of these. And then maybe we make like another 2 over here, maybe. Ugh. Alright, well, I think the humans are we're probably going to lose the humans out here. Yeah, give the humans lighter treatment. Everybody else is going to be, like, really, really upset with us, but I don't think there's going to be any way around it. Otherwise, I think they're going to abandon us pretty fast during this time period. I kind of dig it, though. The idea of kind of a city-building roguelite where you're balancing meters and whatnot, I find to be somewhat intriguing. I think from the demo right now, like, obviously the idea needs some polish, and, like, the map gen needs to give you a tiny bit more space, and, you know. But I'm actually fairly happy with the way it's going right now. I'm enjoying myself. Let's see here. The trader coming is expected to arrive at the 4th quarter of clearance. All right. Well, when the trader comes, we'll try and turn some of this wood into something else. But yeah, this game's called Against the Storm. I hope you guys liked it. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. I want to see what they do with it. So far, like, the idea is, like, rough that they've got going, but the care and the balance that's been put into the graphical styling makes me think that they're going to get things moving. We haven't had any bugs. Nothing has crashed. Everything has worked precisely how I wanted it to work as we've been going along. Okay, so I've managed to fix it all. Our humans are dying for whatever reason. I don't know why our humans are dying. They're dying, though. But I managed to fix everybody's resolve. As it turns out, you can sacrifice, like, X amount of wood, basically per second, in order to, like, massively boost people's resolve. So if you're sitting on, like, 400 wood and you don't know what to do with it, my suggestion is start shoveling it into the fire, and look how much that recovered everybody's resolve. We're looking pretty good now. We're not looking bad at all. So anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for being here. This is Against the Storm. I'm excited about this game. I've actually really, really enjoyed the time that we spent with it here today. Like, I think the game is shaping up to be something very, very interesting. A roguelite city builder with kind of the graphical stylings of Warcraft 3. It intrigues me. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for being here. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Check out the Discord and the Twitch stream. And that's it for me. Bye, everybody.